Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please take your seats, we are going to get started. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 44th Annual National Softball Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. My name is Darren Dystemars, and I am the USA Softball of Michigan Commissioner and Midwest Region Vice President for the USA Softball Board of Directors. It is my honor to co-MC this event for tonight. The vision of USA Softball is to make softball the preeminent sport in the United States by connecting and inspiring the softball community from the recreational teams to international. The mission of USA Softball is to provide opportunities for participation through competition, education, and leadership with a commitment to promote the growth and development of the sport of softball. Tonight, we celebrate the connection to this great game through the inspiration, talent, and leadership of these individuals and entities. They will forever be remembered with their enshrinement into the National Softball Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I would like to welcome to the stage our USA Softball President, Mr. Dave Devine.
Hello and welcome. We are thrilled to have you here as the USA Hall of Fame ceremony this evening. We come together to celebrate these incredible individuals whose talent and heart and leadership who left a positive mark on this great sport and our country. Thank you for being part of this special occasion. Let's enjoy and celebrate this greatness together. Let the ceremonies begin. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we are fortunate to have so many great partners that we get to work with to help make this game the best it can be. Tonight, as always, we would like to thank and recognize Louisville Slugger for donating each Hall of Fame inductee an engraved bat that they will be given in recognition for their Hall of Fame honor. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, a round of applause for Louisville Slugger. One of the great things about this association is that we share. We share ideas, we share concerns, we share resources. One of our former presidents shared a prayer with me when I first began my annual council meeting journey many years ago. I think it's appropriate for today's special event. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, this day belongs to you. We receive this day as a gift from you. Holy Spirit, help us not to hoard our time. Bring us into the conversations you want us to have today. Show us the good work you've prepared for us to do. Slow us down when we are moving too quickly to notice you. Quiet our voices when we speak too loudly to hear you. Teach us to rest in you, to be still and know that you are God. As we work, as we rest, and as we play, may we do so gratefully and faithfully. In the name of Jesus Christ, whose work accomplished our salvation, whose yoke is easy and whose burden is light. Amen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your dinner, and we'll begin the Hall of Fame program once our meal has concluded.
Soldier boy kisses girl, leaves behind a tragic world, but he won't mind. He's in love and he says love is fine. Oh, yes, indeed, we know that people will find a way to go no matter what the man says. And love is fine for all we know. For all we know, our love will grow. That's what the man said. So won't you listen to what the man said? He said, "Oh, take it away." Oh, yes, indeed, we know that people will find a way to go no matter what the man said. Love is fine for all we know. For all we know, our love will grow. That's what the man said. So won't you listen to what the man said? He said, oh, yes, indeed, we know that people will find a way to go no matter what the man said. Love is fine for all we know. For all we know, our love will grow. That's what the man said. So won't you listen to what the man said? He said, "The wonder of it all, baby. The wonder of it all, baby. The wonder of it all, baby. Yeah, yeah,
You're looking kinda lonely, girl. Would you like someone new to talk to? Oh yeah, alright. I'm feeling kinda lonely too, if you don't mind. Can I sit down here beside you? Oh yeah, alright. If I seem to come on too strong, I hope that you will understand. I say these things cause I'd like to know if you're as lonely as I am, and if you'd mind sharing the night together. Oh, yeah, sharing the night together. Oh, yeah, sharing the night. We could bring in the morning, girl, if you wanna go that far. And if tomorrow finds us together right here, the way we are, would you mind sharing the night together? Oh, yeah, sharing the night together. Oh, yeah, sharing the night. Would you like to dance with me and hold me? You know I wanna be holding you. Oh yeah, like I do when I see in your eyes that you're liking it, I'm liking it too. Oh yeah, alright. Like to get to know you better. Is there a place where we can go, where we can be alone together and turn the lights down low and start sharing the night together? Yeah, sharing the night together. Yeah, sharing the night together. Sharing the night together. Sharing the night together. Sharing the night.
We've been together since way back when. Sometimes I never wanna see you again, but I want you to know, after all these years, you're still the one I want whispering in my ear. You're still the one I wanna talk to in bed. Still the one that turns my head. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. I look at your face every day, but I never saw it till I went away. When we're together, I just wanted to go. Wanted to go. In the desert, I long for the snow. You're still the one that makes me laugh. Still the one that's my better half. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You're still the one that makes me strong. Still the one I wanna take along. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. Yes, you are. Changing our lives as even though we grow closer. You're still the one that I love to touch. Still the one, and I can't get enough. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You're still the one that can scratch my itch. You're still the one that I wouldn't switch. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one that makes me shout. Still the one that I dream about. We're still having fun, and you're still the one. You are still the one. You're still the one. We're still having fun, and you're still the one.
chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long you gonna stay here, Joe? Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air, in the air. Wishing on a falling star, waiting for the early train. Sorry boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. Oh, come on, Joe, you can always change your name. Thanks a lot, son, just the same. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. Cause the free wind is blowing through your hair, and the days surround your daylight there. Seasons crying, no despair. Alligator lizards in the air, in the
You're sailing softly through the sun in a broken Stone Age dawn. You fly so high, I get a strange magic. Oh, what a strange magic. Oh, it's a strange magic. Got it? Strange magic. Got it? Strange magic. You're Said, come on, babe. This place that I really like. How you feel? Now in my same old but never. Things round and change. I said, come on. Oh, I swear, at this moment, you need Oh, believe me, for those enduring young chums that I gaze on so fondly today were to suddenly leave you or fly in the night, just like fairy gifts gone in the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, while you are finishing up your dinner, we are actually going to announce some ticket winners. Hopefully some of you had the opportunity to purchase tickets that help go to the cause for our museum here in Oklahoma City, for the Hall of Fame Museum. A lot of great prizes in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out a ticket number. It's a blue ticket. I will give it to Allison, and Allison will give it to the winner. So get your tickets out, please. And every single number up front is 28003, so I'm just going to announce the last three numbers. So the first prize is Dudley Hitting Station, a Dudley Hitting Station, ticket number 978. 978. Oh, in the back over there, we've got over there. Come on up and grab your prize if you don't mind. Come on up and grab your prize. Yeah, come on up over here, please. Our next prize is an Easton Glove and Ghost Bat. An Easton Glove and Ghost Bat. Ticket number is 929. 929. 929 over here. Our next ticket is for a DeMarini Future Bat. DeMarini Future Bat, ticket number 751. 751. There we go, we've got a winner. It's right there in the blue. Next winning ticket is for a Franklin Fast Pitch Swag Bag. A Franklin Fast Pitch Swag Bag goes to ticket number 555. 555. Ticket number 555. All right, we'll hold on to that one. Next up is a Mizuno Coach's Bucket Elite. Ticket number is 876. 876. We have a ticket winner over here. There we go. Our next one is for a Rawlings Glove Mantra Bat, an accessory bag from Rawlings. Ticket number 839. 839. We have a winner over here. Next up, we have a $25 gift card from Natural Grocers. 25 gift card for Natural Grocers, 947. 947. 947 over here? Really? All right, we now have a $100 food and play gift certificate from Chicken and Pickle. $100 for food and play gift certificate, Chicken and Pickle, ticket number 956. 956. Cheryl, seriously? We should really make you come up and get it, but we're not. We now have a $50 gift certificate from Top Golf. $50 gift certificate from Top Golf for number 794. 794. There we go. $200 one for Dick Shet. All right, and our last prize is a $200 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods. $200 to Dick's Sporting Goods for ticket number 624. 624. It's coming home with me otherwise, ladies and gentlemen. 624. Let me just grab one. Okay. All right, since no one picked that one out, let's go back to the Franklin Fast Pitch Swag Bag. Ticket number 650. 650. Got one in the back. All right, we'll try this one more time. $200 for Dick's Sporting Goods gift certificate. Ticket number 707. 707. In the back, Jimmy Derrick. Thank you to all of our donors for those great gift prizes. Folks, 2 to 3 minutes at the most. We are going to get started in 2 to 3 minutes. So finish up, and we'll be ready to go.
I don't
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you to the National Softball Hall of Fame induction ceremony. As the national governing body for the sport of softball, it is with pride and responsibility that we take a few moments to recognize and celebrate the men and women who have served this great country in our armed forces. We remember those who were called upon to give all a person can give, and we remember those who were prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice if it were demanded of them in the line of duty. Ronald Reagan. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy. One of my favorites, one flag, one land, one heart, one hand, one nation evermore. Oliver Wendell Holmes. To the men and women in attendance here this evening who have served and continue to serve in our armed forces, if you would indulge us, we ask you to please stand at this time and be recognized.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your service.
I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you one of our co-MCs, and more importantly, the chair of the USA Softball Hall of Fame Committee. He is one of the most hardworking and most dedicated people I've ever met. He is a leader, he is an advocate for this great game, and he is truly one of my best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to please welcome Mr. Stu Alderman.
Thank you, Darren. It is indeed an honor to be here tonight as we honor 7 individuals into the USA Softball Hall of Fame. One of the best parts of this event is the opportunity to connect with one another, whether it's catching up with old friends and teammates or retelling the greatest stories on and off the field. There is nothing quite like being a part of the USA Softball family. To our current Hall of Famers, thank you for all your contributions to our great sport and for everything you have done for USA Softball. After tonight, this elite group moves to 465, and we are proud to honor them for their commitment to the sport of softball. Current members of the National Hall of Fame, would you please stand at this time? Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the members of the National Softball Hall of Fame. As we prepare to begin tonight's festivities, I would like to introduce 2 outstanding athletes who will take you down the road of Athletes Unlimited. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Haley McClenny, a 4-time All-American at the University of Alabama, holding multiple school records. Haley retired from playing softball professionally in 2024. She also represented the United States at the 2020 Summer Olympics, capturing a silver medal. Also, Sam Fisher, who was the first All-American in Loyola Marymount softball program history before playing on the U.S. women's national team from 2012 to 2016, earning a silver medal at the World Championships in both 2012 and 2014. She also retired from playing professionally in 2024. Haley and Sam also host the Base Hits and Banter podcast presented by USA Softball.
I wanted to be Natasha Wiley. I wanted to be Jenny Finch.
But I never thought I'd be in the big leagues. Because there was never a league like this.
The next legendary big league is here. Built by legends of the game to be unlike any other. Athletes Unlimited Softball League. Unlimited potential. Unlimited impact. Where we're all one team, even when we're rivals.
Well, this is something that we did last year. We had the opportunity to incorporate these two wonderful people into this program. And folks, if you haven't had a chance to listen to their podcast, or quite frankly, just hang out with them for a little bit, trust me, your lives will be richly blessed if you get the opportunity to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, for their efforts with the AUSL and for USA Softball, Sam Fisher, Haley McClenny.
To begin our Hall of Fame induction now, we would like to commence with a prelude established many years ago by the illustrious Hall of Famer and former national staff member, Mr. Bill Plummer.
The history of sports has been marked by the occasional appearance of an athlete who seems to have been touched by a magical hand, whose extraordinary skills are embellished by an intangible spark of greatness, an athlete who seems destined to leave an indelible stamp on his or her chosen avocation.
Greatness assumes many shapes and forms, like subtle colors blending into a deep blue hue, but in any form, greatness separates the legends from the mere mortals in the arena of sports.
Proficiency and skill can be honored by practice and dedication, but the real outstanding athletes, the Hall of Famers, come to the arena with greatness already programmed into their personalities.
Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of the National Hall of Fame and honor is to recognize and honor these men and women who have played so brilliantly and competed so well during their careers, managed, umpired, sponsored, or provided that special touch to the game of softball, and who at the same time have contributed to the development and growth of this incredible sport. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started.
If you build it, they will come, and they have over 120,000 each year to the National Softball Hall of Fame in Oklahoma City. The museum is every fan's field of dreams with its stories, legends, and magic that has been passed on from generation to generation. Every wall is a spotlight moment and proves that this great love for softball will not only endure, but flourish.
All right. Okay, our first inductee for the National Softball Hall of Fame is an individual who is one of the top women's slow pitch players to step on the ball diamond. When describing Charlotte Cates, people often said she was known for her consistent and dominant pitching, which made her a valuable player for her team. Cates received numerous awards and recognitions for her contributions to the sport, highlighting her as one of the top players of her time. Charlotte played in 14 consecutive ASA major women's national tournaments while being a member of 6 major national championship teams, 3 runner-up teams, and 3 third-place finishes. She was selected as an All-American 11 times, including 9 first-team honors, and being selected as the most valuable player in the 1985 ASA National Championship. Charlotte's pitching record at the national level was an impressive 79-19. Her legacy in softball is remembered for her skills, dedication, and the impact she had on her team's success. She is one of the best women's slow pitch players, and that includes having the 4th most All-American honors in history. Tonight, Charlotte becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlotte Cates.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes.
Woo! I feel so much better that you're all naked. Thank you for that. I appreciate everything, guys. You've done my heart proud. Truly, I have a lot of people I have to bless and thank for this because I wouldn't be here without them. So I'm going to jump on into it. First one is my God, because I wouldn't be here standing here with you today if it wasn't for him. I would be somewhere 6 feet below. But anyway, I'm grateful to him for everything that's been done. Guys, I played with so many good teams, and I was honored to just be with a group of ladies in each one of those teams that were special to me. And they had my back. I mean, literally, they had my back. They were all behind me. But for the first things, I have to thank my mom and dad and my Aunt Susan for just following me around and sitting in the rain for hours. You know how that is, parents. It's a hard thing, and I appreciate it for all of you. But the teams I played for I started out with the Tifton Tomboys. Tommy Cottle, Carolyn Cottle, they really showed me the ropes and got me started when I was younger. All the other kids were older, a little bit younger than me, but we had a great run, and I appreciate them so much. Then I went to FSU, and man, what a ride we had at FSU. Joanne Graff, Franny Cox, they were super, super coaches, and they really believed in me and trusted in me, and they showed me the right ways to go. I moved from there, and when I did, I moved to Florida for a job, and I went to the Keyford Mustangs. I played with them, and we did pretty good. I can't say any bad things about that. We had a fantastic team there, too. And from there, I went to the UPI. And Ronnie Knight, he was so good. Nobody understood how we played for him because after every game, no matter if we won or lost, we sat for an hour conversation on his end. So it was rough, but we had a good time. I had played with great people, and I learned so much, and what I miss from it right now is just being with the people. Whenever I decided I retired, I was, you know how when games start on Friday, they end on Sunday, typically if you're a good team. And, you know, when you first start out, after 2 days, you're healed, and you can go back at it. But when it got closer to the end of my season, when I was not feeling so good on Thursday and I had to start on Friday again, I decided it was that time to hang up the cleats and gloves, and so that's what I did. So I had a fantastic season every time I played with anybody, and I appreciate this. Allison, you have a fantastic staff. You did so much. Thanks for putting up with me, all my phone calls and emails. I appreciate it, and keep up the good work. And thank you for the hardware. Appreciate it.
Charlotte, thanks for batting leadoff for us today. That was fantastic. Sometimes you don't know how it's going to start, right? Well, you woke us up right off the bat there, Charlotte. Well done. Well done. Our next inductee represents the blue to the highest degree, both on and off the field. Christina Drum began her softball umpire career in 1994 when she first became a registered umpire. She almost immediately demonstrated she was a quick learner who possessed the necessary skills and qualities to succeed as an umpire. Christina later became an umpire-in-chief and deputy director of umpires for the Western Territory. She became a highly respected UIC and instructor at national championships, umpire clinics in schools throughout the country. Her career has included stints as an umpire at many tournaments, including women's major fast pitch, world championships of all kinds, and a highlight, the 2020 Olympics. Christina was also awarded the Region 14 Award of Excellence in 2013. Her enormous impact that she has had on this game as a leader, trainer, mentor, and innovator is remarkable at the local, national, and international levels. Currently, Christina serves as the USA Softball of Southern California Commissioner, a role she started in 2020. Tonight, she becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Miss Christina Drum.
Yes, thank you for starting us off. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get us a little warmed up, though, a little bit more. So good evening, everybody. I appreciate you being here. I want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for allowing me to have this prestigious honor. I appreciate being able to share this award with my fellow inductees. Reflecting on my career, it's been a journey that has been wonderful and very unexpected. I started back in 1994 just to earn some extra cash outside of college. Never would have thought it would bring me to the locations and here tonight. I attended my first ASA SoCal meeting and clinic. With that, I was introduced to a lot of teaching, amazing drills, and engagement. I also had the pleasure of being introduced to one of my mentors, Phil Gutierrez and Debbie Ehrenstein, both individuals who had an amazing impact on my career. I've been welcomed to many organizations, specifically ASA SoCal, Margarita's Officials Association, and those specific environments and those associations, they were very inclusive, supportive, and very educational to the umpires. There, we had a shared passion for constant improvement and at all levels. Over the next few years, I got to improve and, of course, given new opportunities. I can still remember the nerves I had at my first 14 and under SoCal State Championship as a plate umpire. From there, those same nerves and excitement I've been able to feel at my first College World Series. And of course, doing the bronze medal game at the Olympics in Japan. And I appreciate having those opportunities. Softball has created opportunities for me to travel all over the US, and of course, internationally. A few memorable trips, flying to Chinese Taipei in a really small jet through a typhoon. Yes, that was fun, and hearing the other players screaming was even more fun. From there, being in Venezuela, seeing sharpshooters up along the stadium and then behind me on the hillside, and thinking, should I be afraid, or should I be actually feeling pretty safe right now? I also had the privilege to umpire in the Tokyo Dome for an exhibition between Team USA and Japan with over 30,000 attendees in place, because you saw the love and you got to share the love and passion for softball to promote the 2020 Olympics. I've umpired games where none of us have spoken the same language. We couldn't communicate verbally. Yet, we understood the role and expectations, and we trusted each other and executed flawlessly because of our training and our experience. And I do want you guys to know the softball umpire community is very special. It's a group that supports and collaborates and celebrates each other's successes. The umpire family is, of course, an extended family. We share a common passion that has extremely high standards, and we know we can't reach those high expectations without each other. The time I get to spend with them on and off the field, with the staff and the umpires, is extremely memorable. Umpiring at the different levels has taught me how important relationship building is with your crew, your coaches, your staff, tournament directors, and these relationships need to be valued and cultivated as everyone is working to provide amazing experiences for our members, players, and each other. Over the years, I've been fortunate to have amazing mentors and UICs that have challenged me, contributing to my success. A few of them: Julie Johnson, Linda Hoover, Sally Walker, Emily Alexander, Bob Stanton, Kevin Ryan, and Phil Gutierrez. Thank you to the deputy staff. I know you guys are all spread out right now. For those of you that I got to share long days with and a lot of laughs and call a few audibles. Jimmy Craig, Dave Chandler, Larry Montgomery, and the navigator, Steve Nelson. Thank you to a few special colleagues that we shared many ups and downs about our careers with. You guys mean a lot to me. Jerry, Naomi, Pam, Frankie, Kira, your friendship means the world to me. Thank you to my SoCal family. Love you guys. Christy, Mike, Laura, Mark, Jay, and the umpires and district commissioners. Let's continue to challenge and support each other. You're truly a special group of people who believe in the core values of USA softball. Kevin, Ryan, I'm not sure where you are. I'd love to lock eyes with you. But thank you. I'm grateful for your time, your guidance, the ability for us to agree, to disagree, and your leadership and friendship. Phil Gutierrez, my first and probably last mentor. You saw something back in me in 1994 that I didn't. You've been my greatest fan and advocate, and not afraid to tell me the truth. You continue to provide me guidance and advice when I ask, and appreciate you always being there to celebrate my successes, so thank you. Milo, thank you for the passion of sports and softball. You've embraced the umpire community and the intention we put into our craft. I appreciate your support, and all the talks about our videos and, of course, softball. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family. I've missed out on tons of family gatherings being on the road, yet you've always been supportive. You understood my passionate hobby, and you always were supportive. Thank you to my sister Sue, Jen, good friend Emily, my mom and Mike, for coming out here and making this trip to celebrate this with me. It means the world. I also want to thank my dad. He is passed, but he introduced me to sports and really allowed me to grow in different sports that I actually love. And he always supported me on any journey that I took. I'm extremely blessed to have you in my life. I love you all. I know a lot of you are out there. I look at all these faces that I've been able to interact with many years. I know I'm missing on publicly and personally thanking you. Just know, if I've been on the field with you or been able to UIC with you, you have definitely contributed to my success and filled my cup personally. In closing, I'm truly blessed to have found the unique passion. I'm blessed by the support of my family, friends, and colleagues that I get to continue to share this with. I want to thank USA Softball for this honor, and thank you for being here to celebrate all the inductees, and I hope everyone has an amazing evening. Thank you very much.
Our third inductee for the 2025 Hall of Fame class is an individual who was one of the greatest home run hitters at the super level of play. Through Hank Garris's 19-year career, he hit an incredible 2,052 home runs and carried an astounding 740 career batting average. That's pretty good, I heard. He was selected to the first team ASA Super National All-American team 9 times and a second team just once. His team won the coveted Super National Championship 6 times, including 2 Grand Slam titles in 2001 and 2003, and being named the MVP not once, but twice at championships. Hank was a force at the plate, becoming the only player in softball history to lead the country in home runs for 4 consecutive years, from 1998 through 2001. He hit 762 home runs during those 4 years, batting at a 770 clip. His home run frequency was one of the best in history at 290, and Hank is still blasting homers in the 50-plus senior circuit. Sorry to age you, Mr. Hank. Tonight, Hank becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Hank Garris.
I don't know if I can create what just happened before I got up here, but thanks again for USA Softball, because I wouldn't be here. That was my league. I loved it. Throw it higher, I can hit it. Throw it down there, I can hit it too. But I also want to thank friends and family, sponsors, my wife, teammates. If you're not on a good team, you don't play on Sunday. So there's some other guys in here that are special people to me. And it brings out the emotions. Family, daddy throwing in the yard when I started as a kid from 5 years old to playing Little League. Travel teams, all that stuff, and then professional umpire career for 4 years in the minors, and then went home to Naples and found softball, and never thought in a million years that a team would give you $100 to go play somewhere in the country, fly you around everywhere and let you do what you love. And then it just went from there. And all the sponsors through the years that made it happen. If you can't get there and you can't play, I'm not going to be here. So those are the special people that made it happen. That's really all I gotta say, sorry. I love all of y'all. I appreciate this honor. Thank you, USA. Thank you.
Next up. All right, I gotta turn the page. Okay, our next inductee is a slow pitch player who was a dominant player at the super level for many years on the diamond. Jason Kendrick played with the best of the best throughout his career. He always had a reputation as one of the best defensive outfielders, along with a potent bat as he hit for a high average and hit home runs, which is really hard. Jason was selected to the first team ASA Super National All-American team 4 times and the second team 3 times. He was a 2-time Super National champion while finishing on the runner-up teams 5 times. Jason brought his talents to Team USA in 2009 and 2010. He played with class and is widely admired and respected by his fellow teammates and his opponents. Softball is in his blood, and as he continues playing at the senior softball level. Tonight, Jason becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Kendrick.
All right, I don't have any notes. And even though Charlotte said everybody was naked, baby, I don't see anybody naked. Well, I'd first like to thank all of you for being here. What a tremendous honor. I'd like to thank USA Softball and the committee for this tremendous blessing and honor. I never played the game to go into Hall of Fame. You just played. So it's just, it's a tremendous blessing. And I want to congratulate all the other inductees tonight, well earned and deserved. I've played this game for a long time, over 4 decades, and started 12 and under, 15 and under, 18 and under, and then got lucky enough to trick them. I really believe I tricked them for 25 years. I would have played for free. They just never asked me. So I can honestly say that I was never the best player, but gosh, I always ended up on the best team. And that is a testament to the teammates that I had. And in this audience tonight, in my opinion, 2 of the 5 greatest players that I've seen since 1990, Hank Garris and Brett Helmer. I got to be teammates with those guys, so I want to say first and foremost, they are part of the reason that I'm standing up here. Because like Hank said, if you don't play on a good team, you don't play on Sunday. I played on some great teams. And I just want to mention that I was honored to be on the USA national team. I met Coach Shortland. What a great man. My life is better because I played softball. I have a job in this industry because I played softball. But I want to thank my current business unit leader, Mike Ramos, for giving me this opportunity to stay in the industry almost 10 years ago. I've been with Mike Inworth, now Easton in Combat, since 2016. Before that, I worked for Combat Sports for a decade. I've been very blessed. I can't remember the last time I bought a softball bat. It literally has been at least 35, 40 years ago. So I want to thank the people that have put me in the position that I am in, not just as a player for a long time, but professionally. It's really a culmination of the last 40 years being able to stand up here in front of you guys. What a tremendous honor. And I want to at least mention the historians of the game, Bill Plummer, Steve Dimitri. Those people are amazing behind the scenes. They know stuff about players. They know stuff about myself that I don't even know. So those guys keep things alive, and they're great people. And in closing, I just want to thank my wife, Katie. I love you, baby. Thank you all.
Flip my page here, although the next inductee really needs no introduction. Our fifth inductee for the National Softball Hall of Fame is an individual who is a standout fast pitch player at all levels of play. And it is one of the greatest honors that I have in being involved with USA Softball as long as I have, to get to introduce one of my personal role models and one of my heroes in Kelly Crutchman. Kelly is an Olympian and gold medal champion at the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, and a silver medal winner in 2008 in Beijing. Kelly has exemplified the highest standards of excellence in our game at all levels, beginning at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, there we go, through her Olympic career and eventually playing in the professional softball leagues. Kelly is one of the finest pure hitters in the game. I think that's an understatement. A tremendous teammate that absolutely loves and thrives in clutch situations and competitive moments. She was a consistent performer in the outfield, had outstanding quick hands at the plate, and what I appreciated the most about Kelly was the better the opposing pitcher was, the better Kelly somehow seemed to get. Kelly's been an ambassador for the game of softball, an exemplary role model, and a relentless advocate for the sport. She's dedicated time to coaching, mentoring young athletes. I'm putting myself in the young athletes category as well. And promoting softball, not just at the grassroots level, at the collegiate level, but at the professional level as well. If there is a young softball player out there, they know and they idolize Kelly Crutchman. So tonight, Kelly becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever, and it's about damn time. Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Crutchman.
Me down and build me up, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains.
Sorry, I'm a millennial now. I have iPads to give me my notes that I need to do. She stole my opening line about it's about damn time. Yes, that is me. This is me still. Little haircut change. I got older and decided to be a little bit different, but here I am. So I first just wanted to thank USA Softball, its staff, the Hall of Fame committee, for giving me this spectacular and amazing honor. I also want to thank my teammates that I know wrote letters into the Hall of Fame committee to get me into this position. It's amazing to know that they were amazing teammates on the field and amazing teammates off the field to get me into this incredible honor. I want to thank my mom, who's here today, and my mother-in-law, Heather, who's here today, and my family members that are watching at home. I could not have been here without their support and love. And to my mom and dad, I know my dad would have loved to have been here, but he's about to turn 90 in January, so it's amazing that he's still with us and he's still kicking and drives my mom absolutely insane, which I love. But I know he's watching, but to them, I could not have been where I am today without your love and support and your just relentless giving to me and taking me to everything I could have possibly ever wanted and ever dreamed of. So I thank you guys so much for that. To my incredible wife, who is currently playing in Japan and is watching right now, it's I think 8 in the morning there. You are an amazing individual, a person. Your kindness, your love of people, and your relentlessness to be the best you can possibly be in everything you do inspires me every single day. And I am so just proud to be able to support you and love you in everything that you could ever want to continue to do in your career, whether it's softball, helping people be mentally stronger in their softball careers. I love you for that, and I just love you. Most of you have no idea about how I grew up. I'm originally from New York, if you can't tell my accent a little bit. I moved to Florida when I was 10. I played every sport. I played baseball growing up until I was in high school. And the only reason why I switched over to softball was because my high school offered a fast pitch program. Ironically enough, the woman that was the head coach of my high school team is in the USA Softball Hall of Fame. Her name is Judy Hedgecock. She was an incredible slow pitch player. So it's kind of just full circle for me that I started there, and here I am, and I know she's up there just loving every minute of this. She actually passed away my freshman year of college, so I'm just honored to continue, I guess, her legacy of the Satellite Beach community that I came from. My journey in USA Softball has been an extremely interesting one. Hard at times, but I'm extremely blessed to have been a part of it. After my freshman year at Alabama, I got invited to my very first tryout. It was, I guess, more of a festival then than it was a tryout, and I had no clue what I was getting myself into. Let me start by saying this. I am an outfielder, you guys, okay? My first tryout, I was a shortstop. I played shortstop at Alabama for 2 years, only because our shortstop was a basketball player, so they filled me in there. But my freshman year, I had 26 errors at shortstop. I led the nation in errors, and Sam is loving this right now. But I also hit 25 home runs. So I made up for every single one of those errors but one. But at that tryout, I had no clue what I was getting myself into. I was with the likes of Lisa Fernandez, Dot Richardson, Sheila Dowdy, Michelle Smith. I mean, I can name off every single one of the people I was there with. We played at 40 feet with a white ball, and yes, I am dating myself right now. And I was at shortstop. Let me repeat, 26 errors. I was scared to death. Not only that, but I was sick the entire weekend. And most of you probably have no idea what the USADA rules are. I had no clue what they were either. My mother's best friend pumped me with Sudafed, and apparently that's an illegal drug on the USADA list. So add that on top of the things that went on that weekend for me. Don't worry, USADA gave me a pass. It wasn't that big of a deal. But I just remember coming home from that and realizing, man, this is awesome. And for those of you that don't know, I wanted to be an Olympian my entire life. I had a flag that was behind my bed since I was a little kid. And I had no idea what sport it wanted to be played in, but I just knew I wanted to go. The 96 Olympics happened in Atlanta, and I saw a little woman running around the outfield, and I know Halo can attest to this, and her name was Laura Berg. And from there, watching her play and watching them win a gold medal, I knew what I wanted to go to the Olympics, and it was softball. I feel extremely blessed to have been a part of USA Softball for so long. I made the second team, by the way, after that tryout. And when I say the second team, the elite team. And I continued to make the elite team for a really, really long time in my career. I made the second team for a long time. I called myself the captain of the elite team, in fact. Never was on a world championship team. I was on one Pan American team. But you know what? I was on 3 Olympic teams. I was an alternate in 2000. I won a gold medal in 2004, and I won a silver medal in 2008. But the thing I learned the most throughout that by making the elite team was it wasn't because of my skill. I knew I could play softball, but it was the reality of looking myself in the mirror and having Coach Candrea pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, I want you on my team, but you can't keep showing up to the tryouts out of shape. I couldn't run a 300-yard shuttle. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, running is not in my vocabulary. Stretching and running are 2 things that I don't think should be in the dictionary. I was a spectacular athlete. I didn't stretch and I didn't run. And when I mean run for distance. I could run 60 feet, turn left, run 60 feet. That was easy to me. But when he called me and told me that that was the reason why, finally someone had the courage to tell me, you're not making teams because you're not in shape. It was kind of a light bulb moment for me. It was so silly. Because again, you guys, I was good enough to be on every team that was possibly made. And I'm not just boasting my own ego, it's just the fact. But I thank him for that because it woke me up. And then I made those teams. And I have a gold medal. And I believe that I was part, and I still will always believe this, that I am part of the best team that was ever created and ever will be created in the 2004 gold medal team. We let in 1 run in the entire Olympics. 1 run, you guys. And the way we practiced, the way we just took on that entire year to be the best we could was relentless, and we strive for perfection every single day. And I will never forget those moments with those women that I got to play with. I've been fortunate enough throughout my career to play in 3 different decades. I'll call it 3 different decades because Fernandez and them played till they were older than I played. So that's why I'm saying it's 3 different decades. But I was fortunate enough to play with the Lisas, the Michelle Smiths. I was fortunate to play with the Jenny Finches, the Kat Oshermans, the Lovey Jungs, the Natasha Watleys, the Mendozas. And then I was also fortunate to play with Sam, to play with the Amanda Lorenzes. This one, I don't know, somehow escaped being on the same team. And I will say this, people are glad that we were not on the same team because it would have been relentless, nonstop, talking crap. We would have just killed everyone. But I'm been so blessed to be around phenomenal women. That first Olympic team that I was on in 2000, I was an alternate. I was barely 20 years old. I turned 20 when we got to Australia, and me and Amanda Freed had the best time of our lives. Best time of our lives. And the drinking age in Australia was 20, so whew. But I'll just never forget being in the stands, wearing face paint all over me, listening to Aussie, Aussie, Aussie nonstop in my, it's like not, I still hear it to this day. But just realizing I want to be on that field. I don't want to be an alternate, I want to be on that field. And then, people ask me all the time, what is the best moment? How was it winning a gold medal? Like, what was your favorite moment? And you expect us to say, having the gold medal put around your neck and hearing the national anthem. And yes, that was amazing, and I will never forget that moment. But for me, the best moment was when I ran onto the field for the first time, and I ran and I sprinted, yes, I sprinted, all the way to right field. And I turned around and I saw my parents and the rest of our parents chanting USA. It was that realization that my dream had finally come true, that my softball, my athletic journey was complete. And it's something that I'll never forget. So yeah, winning a gold medal, trust me, it's great. And I still remind people, like Caitlin Lowe tries to talk crap to me all the time, and you never won a national championship at Alabama, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, you may have 4 national championships, but I have the gold medal. So there's moments like that I'll never forget. And there's, my wife did this thing for me. She sent me this video of my prior teammates and some of my coaches before I came here, telling me how they felt about me, and telling me how great of a teammate I was, how much I've given back to the game, how great of a person I was. And if you know me, the things I value in life are not how great of a softball player I was, my accolades, none of it. It's all extra gravy on top of, I want to be the best human I can be. I want to be the best person I can be. I want to treat everyone the same no matter who they are. And I want to leave an impact of, I want everyone to just be happy in this world, because I try to live my life happy every single day. So to hear them in their comments and tell me that the 3 things that I loved was, because you want a great legacy, right? But you don't really think that it's the legacy you ended up with, but when you hear it, it kind of just sets in. So that, the 3 things that they keyed on was how great of a teammate I was, how I've impacted the game and continue to impact the game, and then how great of a person I was. And when I heard those things, it gave me the feeling again of running out to right field and feeling that that complete moment. I felt that again, that my entire career summed up in just a couple of people, just people telling me that I impacted them the way I did, and that I was a good person, great teammate, and I impacted the game. It completed me again in my career, and that it meant what it really was supposed to be meant for. The last thing I will leave you guys with is that I have probably one of the most passionate people to ever wear USA across their chest. I think it's the biggest honor you can possibly have in your career. I played in the Pro League for 13 years, and my goal was to continue the sport so every young girl can grow up and not idolize Ken Griffey Jr. like I did, but idolize this one, or idolize Amanda Lorenz, or idolize Montana Fouts. That's why I continued to play and try to grow this sport. I am so blessed that I have the ability to continue to do that, whether it's helping run our high performance program that has now identified the U15 age group, the U18 age group, and watch those young girls win gold medals and see them on an international stage and enjoy the same things that I got to enjoy is so amazing. And now, I got a call from Chris Sebring in 2018 asking me how do we bridge the gap between the Pro League and USA Softball, because there was none of you probably know this, but there was a huge gap. And I'll never thank him for that moment, because it got me back into USA Softball. It got me back into the passion that I knew that I was meant to just continue to embrace and to teach all these young girls that what it meant to wear USA across your chest. And then the next greatest call I got was from Patty Gasso, who is now our USA national team coach, asking me to be on her staff to help us win a gold medal in 2028. Besides Mike Candrea, who somehow tolerated me and put up with me and taught me push my buttons to make me be the best player. I believe Patty Gasso is one of the best coaches in the country, in the world. And for her to call me to ask me to be on her staff is an incredible honor for me. And I hope that I can continue to grow the legacy of USA Softball and continue this passion I have into the younger generation. And I promise you this, we will win a gold medal in 2028. There is no doubt. And to all the other inductees, I congratulate you all. And I know I went over my 5 minutes, but I'm really sorry. But thank you guys very much for this incredible honor. I'm not donating my iPad.
Kelly is someone who also doesn't enjoy running at all. After listening to that, I'm seriously considering it. Probably not, but I'm going to consider it. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Our next inductee is a fast pitch player who shined on the field at the major level for many years, and he continues to give back to the game to this day. Chris Miljovic. Chris, affectionately known to his teammates and fans as Mook, had an illustrious career in fast pitch softball. He was a member of 5 ASA USA men's major national championship teams and was a 6-time All-American between 1994 and 2014. Additionally, he was a valuable member of Team USA between 2001 to 2008 and 2012 to 2015. Most notably as a gold medalist at the 2002 Pan American Qualifier and as a silver medalist at the 2003 Pan Am Games. Chris was known for his defensive ability and versatility in both infield and outfield positions. He had game-changing speed on the base pass and could bunt for base hits, along with hitting for power. Since his retirement from the game as a player, he continues to be involved serving on the USA Men's Softball National Team Selection Committee since 2016. Tonight, Chris becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Miljovic.
See a dying star, white lies, it's a man on fire.
Can't believe I'm the only one that has to have readers up here. First off, I'd like to thank USA Softball. I'm truly humbled by this honor. To Stu and the Hall of Fame committee, thank you. To Christy Rich for the nomination. And congratulations to tonight's inductees. I was just 20 years old when I was first introduced to fast pitch softball, and I had no idea that first pitch would lead me on a journey around the world. I'm deeply honored to have worn the red, white, and blue for USA Softball, and without question, it was the pinnacle of my career. It gave me a chance to play alongside alongside and against some of the best players in the world. I had the privilege of representing our country in Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Canada, Mexico, Czech Republic, Argentina, and New Zealand. Each destination came with its own challenges and triumphs, but more than anything, it gave me memories and friendships that would last a lifetime. I look back on one of my first USA softball camps. We were divided into 4 teams for inter-squad scrimmages so they could evaluate and pick the national team for that year. The coach of the team that I was on was the national team coach at the time, which was Russ Boyce. We had gone through drills and timed base running that morning and followed with hitting that afternoon. I'd yet to play an inning at the major level, so I had no idea who anyone was or who they even played for. As I was hitting, Coach stopped practice and asked me why I was hitting on the wrong side of the plate. I shrugged my shoulders and said, "I'm a right-handed hitter." He says, "Well, get uncomfortable, kid, because you have way too much speed to be hitting from that side of the plate, and especially if you want to go anywhere in this game." Well, I didn't have any success at that weekend at the plate batting left-handed, nor did I make the team at that time. But I'm sure glad I took his advice. It all seemed to work out okay. But what made this journey truly special wasn't the trophies or the titles. It was my teammates. And without this, none of this would have been possible. We pushed each other, we held each other accountable, and we celebrated every hard-earned win. Off the field, they became more than teammates, they became family. The laughter and the challenges we faced together made every moment unforgettable. To my sponsors and coaches that I played for over the years, I've got a few here tonight, Russell and Rodney Gray, Robert Newhart. To Pete Turner, who gave me the first of many opportunities to represent our country. And to the late Denny Bruckert, who I spent most of my career playing for. Thank you for your trust, your investment, and your belief in me. You pushed me, each of you pushed me to be my best, and I'm deeply grateful. For the past decade, I've had the honor of serving on the men's national team selection committee. A chance to give back to the game that has given me so much. I want to recognize Warren Jones for his leadership and stability he's brought to the men's program. He's been a cornerstone in bringing USA back to competing for Pan American and world gold. Even though I'm not wearing the uniform anymore, I feel great pride in watching these young men live the same dream with USA across their chest. Lastly, none of this would have been possible without the support of my family, who believed in me in every step of the way, even when the game took me far from home. To my wife, Jody, kids, Courtney and Christopher, thank you for all your sacrifices you made so I could chase this dream. To my parents, you're my biggest fans, who could not be here tonight due to my father having heart surgery a few weeks ago. He's on the mends, but if you could say a prayer for him, our family would greatly appreciate it. If they were here tonight, I'd thank them for their love, for their encouragement, and their support they've given me throughout the years. In the end, softball has given me more than I could ever imagine. Unforgettable experiences, lifelong friendships, and lessons that reach far beyond the field. Being part of this organization and representing our country is an honor I will cherish forever. Thank you.
Chris, you're not alone because I need the cheaters up here too, so you're not alone. Our final inductee for the 2025 Hall of Fame class is a person that we all know and has done so much for USA softball throughout the years. John Miller began his illustrious softball career as a Monterey County, California District Commissioner in 1985. In 1990, he became an at-large player rep for ASA in the beginning of his council member tenure. John jumped ranks to commissioner in 1998 for Northern California, hosting national tournaments, and then he served as a regional director for 5 years, while also serving on many national committees. His career took him on a new path in 2008 when he became Director of Membership Services at the ASA National Office. That position evolved into Chief Operating Officer that included being the construction manager for the addition at the stadium. He then retired from that position and became a council member emeritus in 2020. John was the point person that many of us as council members, USA softball players, managers, or any softball inquiry that came into the office, getting in touch with those people on a daily basis. John spent a lifetime around the game of softball, with ASA and USA softball having a tremendous impact at all levels for more than 30 years. If John is not involved with softball, many of you know he can be found on the golf course as a scratch golfer. Right, John? John is one of us. John is a true friend, and I'm so glad to introduce to him. Tonight, John becomes a member of the National Softball Hall of Fame, now and forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Miller.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say.
I don't know if you heard that, but Stu said extend this as long as you can. Who's starting to watch out there? All right, let's see. This seems a little low. Is Chris just up here? Seaburn? No? No? Is Chris just up? Were you here, Chris? I always have to adjust it after you've been up here a little bit. I just want to say that, I'm a little envious of Kelly, all that hair. I could use it. I'd do anything to have it at this stage, okay? I looked at that and go, wow, I could have that myself. In Charlotte, I just want to say is that I think closing's optional out there tonight. I'm looking out there, and I might be seeing a little bit of what you saw. Let's see, where to begin? In 1990 was the first year that I became a council member, and I think I've been at every council meeting since, so about 35 years. And never in my wildest dreams would I ever think that I would make it up here, be speaking to you on this stage tonight. No one was more surprised than me here to hear my name called last year, but I should have known something was up when Dick Goldman, the commissioner for North Dakota, asked me to sit at his table. And when Stu announced my name, I just went, well, somebody voted for me to be here? But I do want to thank all those that on the committee that voted for me and the people that didn't vote for me. I can hear. So congratulations to all the inductees tonight. I'm glad to be part of your night here with you. It's a great honor to be in the class of 2025. Hall of Fame Committee, thank you. I do want to thank those council members that did write letters for me. Mr. Goldman, Rinheisen, let's see, Radaganda, Ducato, Disher, Dooley, Alderman, Dowd, Blondino, and Abbott. Big thank you to my former NorCal Commissioner, Bill Wooten, for the opportunity to first be a district commissioner and then an at-large player rep before following him as the NorCal commissioner. When I went to Bill's office in Redwood City to pick up everything from him, he had one box. That's all he had, was one box. He says, everything's in here. Okay. And he says, the checkbook's in there. And so I looked at the checkbook. It was usually uncommon, but there was $88,000 in the checkbook. All right, a great start for any commissioner to have money that you could keep the organization going, the NorCal organization going. Really appreciate that, Bill did that. Let's see. No one gets to this level of honor without a lot of help, a lot of support. I'm just the guy that happened to be there at the right time with NorCal. I'm not the exception. Our NorCal staff was made up of some really great people. I need to recognize them. My JOs at the time were Robert Ornelas and Mike Blondino. My player reps were Robert Young, Mike Milano, Rick McLaughlin, Dee Webster, Manuel Gomez. UICs that I had during my time were Art David, Merrill Peterson, and James Cole. But the true star of our team was our office manager, Sandy Scott. For over 20 years, managed the office, answered the phone, did the registrations and that, and allowed me to still do my recreation job and handle all the phone calls and everything that came in. I know you're watching Sandy out there in Stream World, so thank you very much for everything you did for our organization. I'm very proud of the team that we had and put together when I left to become the assistant membership director, same title as Chris. I don't know how that happened. But when we left NorCal, my team at that time in 2008, we left $240,000 in the bank for them to run their organization. And I'm very proud of that, of what we did during that period of time. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my family members who, when I was gone on the weekends, putting on tournaments and running City League, that kind of stuff. And some of them are here tonight. My baby sister, Patricia Maureen, and her husband, Rich, from San Diego. My eldest son, Cameron, from Kona, Hawaii. My daughter, Kaylin, is here. Her husband is back home with the 4 kids. Pretty smart on her part. She's from Hope Mills, North Carolina. And then my son, Jonathan, and his wife, Christy, are here. We have 10 grandchildren, and 3 of the grandchildren are here tonight. Sophia Lynn, Amelia Rose, and Jackson Ellis, and they're from California, Salinas, California. I have an older daughter, Erin, who's in Fort Myers, Florida, and at the last minute, her and her husband, Kevin, couldn't make it. I wish they were here, but understand that. We also have twin sons that are back in California, and they're at a wedding of a very close friend, and they're now out of the will. A friend, your father? Come on, really? Get with it. Christy and I, my wife Christy and I, will celebrate 25 years of wedding anniversary on December 31st. She gave up her job as a community service director for the city of Carmel by the Sea in 2008 so I could chase my passion for the game of softball and work for what was then ASA softball. Christy Lynn, I love you. To the moon and Venus. Not to the moon, because I need to be at Venus every now and then, okay? And the moon was just a little too close. My dear friend from first grade is here tonight. We went to school through first grade, through junior college. Alex Hulenicki, the Hula Man, Huli, as we know him. He made the trip out from California. After junior college, he went to Stanford. I went to California Polytechnical State University at Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. I could spell Stanford. I couldn't spell all of that, okay? But he left me, I don't know why, to go to Stanford. But we've been great friends all these years. Shout out to my Oak Tree golfing crew. We have 12 members in our little group that we play every morning, and 9 of them here tonight with their wives. I want to thank you all for showing up and being here with us tonight and sharing all of this. My family faced a lot of challenges early on, and I'd like to share with you how softball became so important to me in my life. When I was 20 months old, I lost my father to cancer. He was just 43 years old, so I never really knew my dad. All I have to remember him is 3 photos. One photo, the day I came home from the hospital. A day, they took a picture of me laying on my father's stomach, and a 3-generational picture of my grandfather Miller, my dad, and myself. And to this day, you know, just being there with my grandpa and my dad and me, and that's very special, but that's all I remember. When you're 20 months old, you don't really remember your dad. My dad passed away in December of 1954, right before Christmas. My baby sister Patricia was born 6 weeks later. To this day, I don't know how my mom took care of a 21-month-old and a 1-month-old baby. She was a stay-at-home mom without a job. For the next 9 years, she worked to support my sister and I. It was in the spring of 1963 we found out that our mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. We lost her in December of 1963, right before Christmas, when she was 43 years of age, just like my dad. In the last few months before she passed, our mom looked for a family to raise us both. She did not want us to be separated, so we had lots of aunts and uncles, but they all lived far away or were too old. And so she looked around the little town of Pacific Grove that we lived in for a family to take us in. She found a sorority sister that would take both of us into their family in our hometown. And for the next 8 to 10 years, my sister Patty and I have lived with the Cowans. And it wasn't until after high school, when we both graduated, maybe 2 years before my sister Patty, that we left and were out on our own when we were 18 years old. Well, now let me backtrack to when I was about 11 years old, and I started asking questions about my dad. I knew at the time of his passing that he worked for a roofing company, but what I did not know is that he also served as a police officer before and after World War II, and also was a volunteer fireman in our hometown. I also found out he was a good athlete, played baseball, played fast-pitch softball in our city league. I was told by many of his friends that still were playing softball in the city league, and the Muni softball park was just a half mile away from the Cowan's house. I was allowed to go to the softball park in the evenings if I had my homework done during the months of April and May. It was here that I was recognized by the ball players as Leroy and Sidney's son. The ball players took me under their wing and told me stories about my dad, on what kind of man he was. He was a strong man, also a bit of a character. Someone who worked hard, always there to help any person, and loved his community. I now wanted to do something that my father had done, so fast-pitch softball became that thing. It became that thing because I hung out at the ballpark any chance I got. I chased foul balls for a nickel. I swept up the sunflower seeds, picked up the trash and the bleachers after the games for a Coke and a candy bar. That's big time. The job I really wanted by hanging out at the ballpark was the scorekeeper and public dress announcer, okay, for the men's fast pitch league. The recreation supervisor was a woman named Ruby Johnson that always saw me at the ballpark helping out. She came to me while I was playing a high school baseball game my sophomore year, told me, during the game she comes up and I'm in the on-deck circle, okay? I'm going to go to bat. She comes down to the fence and says, John, we need you to go directly to the ballpark tonight and take the recreation director's Topper Arnett place at scorekeeper and announcer. I promptly went to the plate, swung at the first 3 pitches so I could get back to the job that I thought I was going to love, which I did. All the days of hanging out at the ballpark, of helping the older high school kids had paid off. It is how I began my fast pitch. My first job was the game of softball. For the next 5 years during high school, junior college, my job during softball and baseball season was to prep the field, clean the restroom, sweep the stands, score, keep, announce, and schedule the game. I also started playing fast pitch at 16 years of age. The softball park became my home, away from home, and my safe place. The ball players, the managers, the umpires became part of my family and helped mentor me. In May of 1980, I was offered the recreation supervisor position, which had been held by Ruby Johnson, the woman that in 1969 told me to go to the ballpark after the baseball game to be the scorekeeper announcer. At her retirement dinner, I learned that Ruby had played fast pitch softball, and in 1938 and 1939 played on an ASA women's softball team out of Alameda, California. Her team won back-to-back ASA Women Major Fast Pitch National Championships, and she was named an All-American catcher. Ruby had been a great mentor for me during high school, college, post-college, before taking over the reins from her. There always just seemed a softball person there to help me through the years. In 2008, I was forced to take an early retirement from my job as a City of Recreation director, where I'd served for 28 years. I was just 54 years of age. Enter ASA Softball and ASA Executive Director Ron Radaganda, who informed me in December of 2007 at the ASA Pacific Coast Region meeting in Hawaii. Yes, we would go to Hawaii every 3 years, okay? That job had just opened up in the membership department under Craig Kress. I had worked with Craig on different committees, and so I gave it a shot and applied. Craig took a chance on a 54-year-old that was going to work long hours, running tournaments in the stadium and overseeing national championship tournaments. In the next 12 and a half years, I worked for Craig in the membership department and was happy as it could be, helping keep ASA USA Softball the best softball organization. In my 36 years of working in recreation, I found out how important customer service was to being successful. I worked hard. I developed good active listening skills, sharpened my organization, communication, problem solving, time management skills, and tried to be as transparent as I possibly could, and of course, humor all grew over the years. All of those skills bode well for me while I worked for ASA USA Softball. I want to thank the ASA USA Softball national staff members that I worked with during my tenure. It was a pleasure to be part of your team. A special shout out to Mark Lowers, Scuba Steve Walker, Chris Seaburn, Cindy Wakely, and Debbie Ford. They all helped me to get settled into my job and were always there to keep me out of the doghouse of Craig. Well, they tried. ASA USA Softball is a family, a very large family. And from the time I was 11 years old to now that I'm 72 years old, that family has grown. From a few friends of my father in my hometown to having friends in 50 states is just amazing. In closing, I was always driven to give my best effort in whatever I was involved in, and a legacy to my parents. I have lived to give back, as so many people had given to my sister and me while growing up. My hope is that I have made my parents proud of what I've accomplished in my 72 years. In the movie Field of Dreams, Ray, AKA Kevin Costner, hears a voice saying, "If you build it, he will come." Well, I did not build the stadium, but I was the lead on the USA Softball in the last couple phases of it with Chuck White and Rich Chris to renovate it. Like Ray, who got to have the chance with his dad, I wait that day to have a catch with my dad. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for bestowing this honor to me, and God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
For those of you who don't know that, there was one year that Warren did not make it down the stairs. He got down, just not the normal way. What a fantastic evening, hearing stories and memories from years of outstanding play and commitment to the game of softball. Let's give our 2025 Hall of Fame class one more round of applause. You are now part of the USA Softball family. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge some outstanding individuals who have made this instrumental tonight. First of all, my Hall of Fame committee members, thank you for your dedication and time and effort throughout the year. And the national office staff members, Allison Flagg and Jordy, thank you for your hard work behind the scenes in making this event a success. Thank you. The Hall of Fame committee met earlier today to determine the class of 2026. The following individuals have been selected. First up, Monica Abbott, fast pitch player. Dwayne Frizzell, slow pitch player. Doug Middleton, fast pitch player. Dwayne Nevitt, slow pitch player. Les Novak, umpire. Rebestos Braquettes, team. And Ralph Weekley, manager, coach. I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for everyone attending tonight's banquet. At this time, as we end the ceremony tonight, I ask that we invite all the honorees here tonight over to the stage over here for a picture. Please bring your award with you. And I know you have many people that you want to talk to and congratulate. You can do that, but if we ask that you do this first, let's get the picture out of the way. Once again, I thank you and congratulations to the 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. Thank you for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope to see you back in 2026.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name.
Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name.
preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers, be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the chain card hanging on your chest. You can be the girl, you can be the wall. You can be a jacket hanging on his back. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move around.